In this video, we'll discuss training with PyTorch. You can build a neural network in PyTorch. In this video, we will teach you how to build a pre-trained model. We will use the ResNet 18, a type of residual network that uses skip connections. We will not concern ourselves with the details of the model, but the model has been trained with lots of data by experts. The model uses skip connections. We will not concern ourselves with the details, but we'll add this little arrow to signify it. We are only concerned with the last hidden layer and the output layer. We will use the model to predict the denomination of euro currency. You will need the following libraries. You should load the ResNet 18 model, setting the parameter pre-trained to true. We will use the function compose to create a transform object. We will resize the image, convert it to a tensor, and then normalize it. You should create a dataset object for training and validation. You will use the output of the last hidden layer, which has 512 neurons. You will set all the parameters requires grad equal to false. You will then replace the output layer with your own fully connected layer. As the last hidden layer has 512 neurons, you will have 512 inputs and 7 outputs, one for each class. You will create a train loader object and a validation loader object. You may want to try setting the parameter shuffle to true. You will create a cross-entropy criterion function. You will create an optimizer object. We will only use the parameters where the requires grad attribute is set to true. You will create a list for the training loss and validation accuracy. You will also have to determine the number of epochs, in this case 20, plus you will have several other parameters. You will be asked to calculate the average loss per epoch. As a result, you will need to store it. We will use the following list. Just to note, this is only one way to do it. Let's represent this list with the following table. You should set the model equal to train. You will have to make a prediction. You will then calculate the loss. You will store it in a list and repeat it for every iteration in the epoch. You will then update your model. You can then calculate the average loss per epoch. Let's take a closer look at the validation part of the code. For each epoch, you must set the model to evaluate. You'll make a prediction. You will find the maximum value for each column, in this case only 2. You will take your prediction and compare it to the actual prediction. You will then calculate your accuracy, and that's it.